St. Louis is a really good team. Probably hottest team in our conference right now. They play really well. We try to do our best job to contain Yuri Collins and Jemerson. I thought we made those guys work for everything they got. Coro had a big time game. On the interior, hurt us, gave up 46 points in the paint, which is something that we have to work on, continue to improve. But I thought our effort overall was lacking. I thought St. Louis came out, they're a physical team. We didn't match their physicality from the start, and I think it set the tone for the entire game.
Questions, Coach?
Yeah, so do you think their ability to drive the ball to the basket or get it inside, do you think that was the determining factor? It looks like they set the tone with that early too.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about their drivers, Hargrove, Nesbitt, Thatch. Those guys are athletic, physical wings that drive the ball. And, we talked about defending those guys. Scout report D. We didn't do a good job early in the game, and it set the tone for them, getting to the rim, getting foul shots. We talked about Okoro playing off of Yuri Collins. That's their go-to, putting those two guys in a two-man game. Obviously, Yuri leads the nation in assists, so we wanted to try to limit his ability to find guys. We wanted to make him more of a scorer, and he scored less points. He had about his average in assists, but Okoro, he did a great job. Offensive rebounding, putbacks. He got the ball inside, got back over his left shoulder, which is his go-to. We talked about that. I think their other guys really hurt us. We wanted to make those guys a priority, but I thought we would have done a better job of containing them just based on our scout report needs. So just got to make adjustments. We play them again in a couple of weeks, so have to make some adjustments to the scout report so we can have our guys more prepared to play.
Did you want to speed up the tempo some more, or was the pace good? Do you think your pace was okay?
So we got in foul trouble, so that really hurt our ability to really get up and pressure them. I thought like early in the second half, we were right there where we wanted to be. We couldn't get it under 9. I think we got it under 9, got it to 10. Couldn't crack that. But then we had foul trouble, and we just tried to do our best just to slow them down. Tried to go with a press. They scored out of the press. So now it's like you're trying everything. I'm sorry, we didn't have foul trouble in the second half. We didn't have enough fouls, so we wanted to trap. If I would have done anything differently, I would have used our fouls more, pressed more, used some fouls, so we could have gotten a penalty earlier and maybe try to extend the game.
Talk about Clifton Moore, though, his contribution tonight.
Cliff was who we expected him to be. We demand a lot of him. He's scoring the ball for us. He's rebounding for us. He had 4 block shots. I'm on the sideline yelling at him, and it's like, yo, this dude has 4 blocks. Like, I probably think he should have like 12 in the game. If he did that, he'd probably be defensive player of the year in the conference. But he's playing really good. He's confident. I thought, he did a good job picking and choosing his spots on offense. He's improved a lot this season, and hopefully, he can keep getting better because he still has a lot more for improvement.
And rebounding, guys, really didn't let you get out on a run, sustained run. They did such a good job off the boards.
Yeah, I mean, going into the game, we were the top 2 rebounding teams in the conference. So we know that, St. Louis, that's a part of their identity. They crashed the offensive glass aggressively. Fred Thatch, he had 4 offensive rebounds. Jemerson 2. I mean, it's well balanced. They had 11 offensive rebounds. They keep balls alive. When you need to get stops, you have the defensive rebound. C-Ray had 10 rebounds for us. And then, Cliff had 5 in 34 minutes. We need more rebounds from him. In that regard, Jack Clark only had 3 rebounds. in the game. So, got to get more rebounding out of our guys. Jay, 28 minutes, only had 2 rebounds. So, going into this game, we talked about having a gang rebound mentality. All 5 guys had to rebound the ball. There were opportunities for us to do that. Key opportunities where they got offensive rebounds and they kept that lead extended. And, like when you get defensive stops and then they get the offensive rebound, those are back-breaking plays, right? Momentum plays. And I think that, again, that's what St. Louis does. We got to do a better job when we see him in a couple of weeks on the glass.
You mentioned not being able to get like 9-10. For obviously, once had the starting lineup in there in the second half, looked like the shooting was happening, total scoring. Like, what was the issue for not being able to really cut it in and make it, 5?
I thought we had some open looks that didn't fall. I thought we had some drives where, we made some aggressive drives, attacked the rim, and we had a stretch where they really did a good job of, just not allowing us to finish. They're a physical team. You know that when you play against St. Louis, you have to match their physicality, and you can't rely on officials to dictate calls, right? And I felt like, there were some plays where we made aggressive plays at the rim, had the ball right there. We didn't convert on it. They came down. We stopped them. They got offensive rebounds and putbacks. And then that was the thing that demoralizes you, right? You get wide open looks, easy opportunities to score in the basket. You don't convert, then they come down and they make baskets. So, I think we have to do a better job of just having our guys mentally prepared to be in a battle, right? Because St. Louis is physical, so everything around the basket is going to be physical. Your post moves are going to be physical. Your drives are going to be physical. So we got to be ready to match the physicality when we play them in St. Louis next time around.